Welcome back to my reading corner. Let's talk a little bit more about Stephen King. And I want to talk about his first published novel, Carrie. And I say his first published novel because this wasn't his first published work. He had been writing short stories, getting them published in magazines, and so on and so forth. But this was his first book that he got published. And if you know anything about the background, you'll know that when writing this, he didn't like it, so he actually threw it away, and it was his wife who dug it out of the trash, read some of it, and said, I think you got something here, you need to finish this. And I can't help but wonder, if she hadn't done that, would we have all the books, all the stories that we have from him today? It's really hard to say. But talking about Carrie, I read this in 2 sittings. It's a short book, but on top of being short, it is, in my opinion, very fascinating. Just a great read. One thing that Stephen King does, I think, really well is write about isolation, whether that's physical isolation or more mental isolation. And I believe that it's that in this case, because we see a young girl, Carrie White, who is in high school, and she really is isolated. Even though there's people all around her, she has no friends at school. She has no one to rely on, and it gets no better when she goes home. Her mother is absolutely crazy, and she just does not have a good life. But on top of that, she has powers. She can move things with her mind, and it really takes hold after she gets her first menstrual cycle. And even though she gets made fun of it, she doesn't know what's happening because it's never been explained to her. She actually thinks that she's dying. These powers really kick in. And yeah, I don't think it's spoiling it, because even if you've never read the book, probably never even watched the movies, I think everybody knows about the infamous prom, the pig's blood being spilled on her, and what she does later on. Now, the movies and the book, there are alternate endings as far as the movies go and the book goes. So I won't spoil that if you've not read it or watched it or whatever that it may be. But yeah, essentially she gets tired of it and she uses her powers, going through and just destroying everything, creating havoc. I mean, it's just super fast paced, and you're like, what is happening? One thing that I really like about it is just the multiple points of view that we get. We're following Carrie White. We're also seeing police interrogations. We're seeing newspaper clippings. We're finding out about all of this. And so, yeah, it's just really well written. And once I read this, I was hooked. I just wanted to keep reading Stephen King. I'll actually be doing a ranking video probably tomorrow on Stephen King's first 10 published novels and ranking them, in my opinion, worst to best. But yeah, Carrie by Stephen King, I would recommend this. If you've never read Stephen King, start with Carrie. I don't think that you'll regret it. I think it's a great story. Yeah, that's Stephen King's Carrie.